Deuteronomy 28 chapter, verse number 17. He said, "Cursed shall be thy basket and store." So y'all already prophesied these things, that our people baskets will be cursed, and they will be eating things that they shouldn't be eating. It's going to be in violation of the law. And from this verse 15 to verse 68, you're dealing with all the curses. Verse number 32, he said, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand." And this is what happened. See, there was no sheriff that they can call. There was no deputy that they can call for help, because they all own slaves. The presidents own slaves. So there wasn't nobody they could call and say, "Help me, they just took my baby." And the baby, the little daughter, the 5-year-old, she's on the other side, Johnson Plantation. You own Richardson Plantation, you could see. But there was no might in your hand to do anything about it. Look. And by the time she's 9, 10 years old, she said she's old enough to get in that cotton field and pick that cotton. She's old enough to take that whip on her back. And you hear your daughter, imagine hearing your daughter screaming. And she's screaming for you for help. And ain't nothing you can do. You in a chain gang. You can't even move from the other slave that you chain foot to foot with, picking a cotton. And you pick that cotton from sun up to sundown. Imagine what day of the week it was real hot, almost 90 degrees. One day this week. Imagine being in a hot cotton field, 90 to 95 degrees, humidity is, and you picking cotton.
Thorns on cotton.
That's right. Prickles. That's right. And you picking cotton. Caesarean hootie, what? You ain't no running from those cicadas. You got cicadas right out there in the cotton field with you all. And if you're running from the cicada, the white man said, what you doing, boy? Get out there. Ain't no raising up from them bugs. Get out there. So wasn't no running from no bugs, no spiders in the woods, no garden snakes. Yeah. You didn't raise up. Those the slaves, they died at 30 years old, 40 years old, walking like this, with rickets, most of their teeth gone, out their mouth. That's what they went through. So to live in those days, my mind can't even imagine. I really can't. Your mind can't even imagine living in those days of slavery like that. Gotta get permission to do everything. He's telling you when to wake up. He's telling you when to go to sleep. He's telling you this. He's telling you that. Telling you. I mean, just even thinking about it, just enough to make you commit suicide. And the slaves, you gotta be strong not to commit suicide. And how they all commit, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't even be here. And I just gotta be honest. I gotta be honest on the Shabbat day. I've been one of those slaves that jumped off the ship and got ate up by the shark. Me personally. Or I would have died fighting. One of the two. They would have had to take me out early. Ain't no way I could picture myself and seeing what they doing to my wife, my children, and having to live with that. Me personally. Couldn't fathom it. Couldn't fathom it. So the mind that they had back then, I don't know what you call it, to endure that. I tell you, Murray, yeah, I've been dead. Quick. With the mindset I got now? No. And of course, they gave them the New Testament and broke them in with that. And when they allowed the slaves to read that book, took their power away. Of course, our power was gone when Yah forsook Yah. But when they gave them that book to submit to their enemy, submit, turn the other cheek, love their enemy, pray for them that despitefully misuse you and abuse you. When they gave them a big dose of that, they gave them the one day off of refuge, which was Sunday. Beat. One day off from getting off. And all you slaves can gather in the barn, and we let the field Negro teach you on how you love your master. And he's going to teach you how you ought to obey us as if we was Christ. Let me show y'all that before I sit down. Go to the book of the New Testament. Go to, maybe you can help me find that. Go and see the Ephesians or Timothy. Let's go to, I believe it's in Timothy. I believe it's in Timothy. Yes, go to, I believe it's in Timothy. You got some of it's in Peter, some of it's in Timothy, some of it's in Ephesians. It's all over, really, the New Testament. Let me see. Let me see. Timothy. Let me check Timothy. First Timothy, I believe it's in 2 Timothy. And that's in your New Testament, folks. And that's why I said Christianity is a slave religion. And I offer any Israelite in the world, any theologian, to take a test on the epistles of the New Testament. And I have not got one to step forward as a trying to see which one I want. Timothy, Ephesians. Then I even got one in Peter. Go to Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Ephesians chapter 6. And that's after the book of Galatians. Ephesians, the 6th chapter. And verse 5. It says, servants, be obedient to them that are your masters, according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart as unto Christ. And this is what they gave the slaves. Not with our service as men pleasers, but as servants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart. Now imagine reading this to a slave. Obedient to their masters, according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and sickness of their heart as unto the Messiah of the New Testament. Good gracious of mine. You give a slave a big dose of this and turn the other cheek and love their enemies. No wonder that many of all didn't fight back. No wonder why they turned the other cheek and went against nature itself. Because nature will teach you to always fight back. Your human instinct would teach you that somebody hit you, come up and just smack the heck out of you. You can be like, what's wrong with this fool? You're going to defend yourself. The New Testament teaches you not to defend yourself. And if you turn the other cheek Negro, you can profit Yah nothing at all. You won't profit the Most High. I don't know no animal in nature that loves their enemy. The rabbit don't love the fox or wolf. Ask the deer when he see the lion coming or the cheetah coming. I watch Animal Channel. I watch nature. And they all run and flee. Even from the insects. The grasshoppers and all these, they try to stay away from the spider traps. They get in, they try to wiggle their way out. I don't know no ones that just sit there and stand. Lie still. Actually just seen recently a bug get caught up in a spider web. And the bug he fought his way out. It was a big bug too. And a little spider. He was fighting a little spider, he fought his way out. Wait, I said, look at this. Didn't lie there in a web. That goes against nature.
He wasn't a Christian.
Yeah, right, he wasn't a Christian. Even the roaches, if they see you, they gonna run. They run. They see you come. Bugs see you come, they run. A spider out of them, they run. That's instinct. Instinct, because you know for stepping on. They instinct. Instinctive. Let me run from this figure. I ain't trying to get stepped on. Instinct. What did they say? Anybody got any comments? And then I cut me off, what, 3 times? These 3 times.
It's still it's back on now, right?
It's on now.
Yes, Marie, yeah.
I got a comment based on something that you said. People don't consider. When you're speaking about like when some people need to watch this or they need to watch that so they can remember how it used to be in the suffering. And you have people say, I can't watch that because it's going to make me mad. It'll make me angry and all these things. Well, when they say that just being in the grand scheme of things, a little speck, right?
Mm-hmm.
With all of our sins and iniquities, they don't want to watch them. How do they think that the Almighty might feel when He's watching us act a fool, being disobedient? You see what I'm saying? How do they think we can't watch something, but we expect the Almighty to look at something that's detestable and be all right with it?
Yeah. Yeah, we could watch a horror flick that scares, but we won't watch the greatest horror that's ever existed in the annals of human history.
Won't watch A Time to Kill or won't watch Root. I've talked to some of these young folk.
Yeah.
They say, no, I can't watch that. I can't watch that. But they be quick to say they want to get out here and watch what they want to do. But you don't want to know no parts of your history, and then they walk around Miss Ann on their own.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
How do they think the Almighty feel?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, my brother. And those that don't know their history is destined to repeat. Destined to repeat. Know your histories. Know where you come from. And know this man in history that you amongst. So with that being said, we're going to adjourn. We're going to take a break until 4:30. Then we're going to come back to the next speaker. And I thank everyone for tuning in. Sorry that it was cut off a few times, but hey, it is what it is when you're speaking the true word of Yah. Those things are expected. And I don't bite my tongue. No European, no Israelite, no Muslim. I'm doing what Yah said, cry loud and spare not. With that said, I can only exalt and magnify Yah and let all the praises go to the King of Glory. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This time we're going to break until 4:30.
Oh, wow. You getting strong, getting strong.